Yourself into a hazmat suit, Agent. We just got word that the experimental antivirals lost in the Dark Zone have been located. There's no time to wait. You and a team need to go secure them right now, or someone else will.
Come on, move it! We don't have much time! We need to be in the air before the storm hits!
But we've got a storm coming in. They say it'll make Sandy look like a snowball fight. We're locking the base down for the duration, and Rhodes says the weather might bork all our comms, so we can't count on being in contact.
Hold on! We'll be there soon!
Just get there before the storm really hits. And listen, do whatever you need to do to get back alive. You're needed. Row out.
Hey guys, Wraith calling in, and we're going to take a quick look at The Division and one of the new download content you can get for The Division. It's called Survival. So unlike the regular game modes for The Division where you're kind of either against everybody in the Dark Zone or you're trying to complete the missions together in the regular part of the city, this is survival mode. So you kind of saw the movie intro there shortly about what your mission here is in the city. So you are by yourself at this point. The freezing temperatures outside will kill you, and there are these plenty of bad guys, and you can encounter players throughout the map, both in the Dark Zone and outside the Dark Zone. So basically the city's under a huge storm. Every civilian who's not a bad guy is staying indoors. You don't have to run across any other friendlies. And scattered around the city are these hideouts, and these are safe places. These are kind of mini bases. Usually there's a little bit of material in there you can use. There is a crafting bench where you can go from place to place. So the temperature is freezing outside, so you can die from exposure. So all the little articles of clothing you pick up along the way have a value that protects you against temperature. The higher that value is, the better off you'll be, and you'll kind of see different points along the game here that I'm showing you guys that you'll see what I'm talking about. Now those fireboxes there, you'll see the trash bins, trash fires. Those are spots you can get warm at. So you look up at the upper right hand corner there, you'll see a temperature reading and that red bar is slowly shrinking. Well, that's how long I have before I have to get somewhere before I start taking damage. The other interesting part about this game is you have infected a serious infection that will eventually kill you. Now you can pick up medication and painkillers that are consumables that will help delay that. Basically you have an hour, and you can stretch that time out by taking the painkillers and the medication to fight off the virus and the infection, but eventually it's going to kill you. So you have to get what you need to do and get your equipment together you need and get into the Dark Zone, find the antivirus that will save the city, and then extract and escape. So yeah, there's a whole lot on your plate there. So right now I'm playing P versus E, which means I will encounter other players, but we are not necessarily hostile to each other, although there's opportunity that they won't necessarily have to be helpful. There's also a P versus P mode where if you encounter other agents, you can certainly shoot them up and kill them all. As you can see, I'm picking up crafting materials here, kind of monkeying about. And you start off with some basic gear, but you don't have your regular full equipment of gear. And even your skills, you have to craft your skills. We get a chance later on, you'll see me use them later on in the game footage here I've got for you guys. But you have to craft those in order to use them. And all the blueprints you've already unlocked, you'll have access to as long as you have the materials to make them. I don't have that many blueprints right now, so my selection's a little limited. So the map becomes very important. Obviously, you don't have a mini-map you can use. You don't have very good visibility in this mode, and you can walk right up on bad guys and get yourself ambushed very carefully if you're not paying attention to what's going on. So use the waypoints, set waypoints, whether it's a shelter or a hideout, or whether it's, and here I'm running back to the shelter. Basically means it just gets me out of the storm for a while. Sometimes there's resources, sometimes there's NPCs, sometimes there's other players. So, and you can see you start with some very basic equipment, and that's just the commando holster that I found. And all you have to start with is a pistol. Now you can craft items, and of course bad guys always drop loot for you to use. And kind of, you see, you have full access to the city as long as you can run there. You'll see there's a down player. Now the game starts out, when you load into the game, you'll load in a group of about 25 of you at a time. So there's 25 players competing to get that antivirus and get out of the city.
Temperature dropping below normal levels.
And that's, second here, encounter a few bad guys. Now these guys are going to be fairly relatively low level by comparison. But all I've got is a pistol, so if I'm not careful, I can be killed. And you see my little infection notice is going off there. It means I need to take some medicine or painkiller, or it's going to pause the timer on my medicine, on my virus killing me. I'm kind of working these guys over a little bit. It takes a lot. Good thing pistol ammo is unlimited, because I would quickly run out. Oh, there's a grenade. Back up here. Wait. Early on in the game, just by stepping outside your little hideout, your intro hideout, you can encounter bad guys. And just like the bad guys in the regular mode of the Division, there's groups of 2 to 4, sometimes a lot more than that. Ooh, drop some clothing. It's always good to get the better clothing options.
Core temperature is
Help you out, keep you warmer longer. In the later stage of this game, I actually get enough high-level clothing unlocked and crafted that I could don't have to worry about the cold anymore. Pick up a nice MP5. That's a good weapon to have running around with. And the shirt gives me one better, but it gives me another degree of protection, so I'll take it. So you can die from exposure when you get knocked down. You have a limited opportunity to give up, either to heal yourself, or if you're gracious enough, you can come across other NPCs or other PCs who can use their own medikit to revive you. Now, it's random teammates, so you're kind of on your own. You can always platoon up and party up with people and get in, and that's certainly okay. But they're under no obligation to help you if you're in a firefight. They're no obligation to help you if you're down. In fact, what they can do is, if you're hurt, instead of helping you, they can actually kill you while you're down unconscious and take whatever gear you have. Here, I'm going to ambush some NPCs here. I'll work them over a little bit. So you always have to be kind of, even if it's, friendly fire is off, you have to be careful of the other PCs in the game, because while they can't kill you, they're not actually necessarily going to help you. I've had a few good runs with a few random people. We've piled around stuff together. You can give items to people. You can obviously form groups together through menu commands while you're in the game, and it's always kind of useful if you find someone you know, or gosh forbid you actually find someone you can work with. Yeah, more clothing is always good. Then you will count. Now, I haven't played P vs. E yet. P vs. E, player versus everyone, yet. I'm a little nervous about it. I think I'll get frustrated if I can get hacked off real quick. So I plot my waypoints a little differently. There's a crafting bench. So now the idea, what you want to do is you want to create that basic virus filter. You see I've already got one built, because you need that to enter the dark zone. And so you'll need to gather these crafting materials in order to do that. Now once in the dark zone, there's a set of things you have to do. You have to get the antivirus. You have to create, I'm creating the advanced filter. You have to create a flare gun out of parts you need in order to signal the extraction. And I've not quite made it that far. This is one of the furthest I've gotten in the game. But even if you don't complete the ending and you die sooner than that, you still have a chance, and you really do stand a really good chance of getting some goodies out of the deal, and you'll see at the very end here. So this, if you have the season pass, this game mode is free. If you have the season pass, you just need to download it. If you don't have the season pass, it is $14.99 American to download. So just be mindful of that. And you see I put on my fancy new hat. Gives me a little bit better protection. That's a little later on in the game. So as you progress in the games, there are the still typical runs of elites and superiors and badasses. And the further along you go and the better equipped you get, the better off they are. Now, not the dark ones that you see, I gotta peel this guy's armor off. Which is, if you're not familiar with the game, is the top white bars on top of his yellow health bar. That's armor, and he is armed with a big machine gun. He's gonna have me doing a little two-step.
Warning. Infection progressing.
So my infection's going off. Duck, dive, and roll, baby. Of course, all I got is this little MP5. So sometimes the gear you need, you can't find. If you don't find the medication or pills, you will die within an hour. That's your time limit. Like I said, you can extend that with pills and with the medication. You can extend it. This full game I played here actually went an hour and 20 minutes. So you can go beyond that, but the more you take, the less effective it is. The more often you need to take it to keep yourself alive. So I think the most you can stretch it out to is about 2 hours. It gets a little hair racking here. So a couple other consumables you can pick up along the way are water and soda, which you will get thirsty. And the thirstier you get, the less observant you are, which means the less chance of you spotting loot boxes, or lessens your detection range, your ability to spot bad guys with gloom and doom. And the other one is hunger. Now you notice right now I'm not regenerating health, but if I were to stop and eat either canned goods or power bars, some kind of pick up, you will regenerate that health all the way back up to 3 full health bars. You can craft med kits if you need them. You can also find them along the way. Here it is toward the later stages of the game, right before, and you see when a player dies, they drop a goodie bundle that will hang around for a while. And you can see this person died and dropped all kinds of goodies. So since he's dead, he doesn't need them. I'll help myself to his goodie pile. Pick all of his goodies. I'm going to go find a place where I can make use of his skills, what he dropped for me. And in the dark zone, things can go south very quickly. And I'm finally in the dark zone and picked the wrong fight with the wrong guys, and I'm going to pay the price. I didn't realize there was 2 back there. And see how fast they put you down? I got 3 med kits to revive, and that's it.
Fatal injuries detected.
Yep. And you got 5 minutes, so if someone comes along in 5 minutes, they can revive you. Which they can and can't do. It happened to me before. So anyway, guys, hopefully this gave you a little bit of glimpse into some of the updates the Division has done. This is one I really do like. So you can see the 2 yellow boxes down the bottom right corner. Those are items, bundles I will open up when I get back out of the game. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and keep your powder dry.